The Frankly Speaking Roof Cam, brought to you by Boss Security in Horseheads. Contact them today for all your business and home security needs. Welcome back to Frankly Speaking here on WYDC TV Big Fox. I'm your host, Frank Acomb. We are broadcasting from the Hesselson studio. And in that studio, we're talking Bubbly and Brunch. Thanks for being back on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Are you excited?
Fifth annual.
I was going to ask, has it been fun?
We had a little interruption during COVID,
Of course, yeah,
but
of course.
This is our 5th year.
It's coming up on Sunday, July 27th from 11 till 2. Before we get started, what should someone know about Bubbly and Brunch? What is it?
It's a huge fundraiser, but it's a lot of fun.
It sounds it.
I guess I would say that. The Doyle family donates the space to us. They serve mimosas and various other sparkling beverages.
Yeah.
We have a wonderful brunch served by Timberstone Restaurant. Huge variety. We have a wine pull. We have a giant silent auction.
Yeah, and you can't give any of those away yet, though, right? What's going to be on the silent auction?
Oh, well, I can tell you some things, and we're going to be online this year. We tried it last year, and we did well online.
Okay.
So we're going to have some of our items online as well as there.
Okay.
So people can bid on their phones.
Oh, great idea.
So that's kind of fun. I've done that in other venues before, and that's a lot of fun. We have games. We have a wonderful DJ this year, Sean. Can you say his last name? I'm not going to. There we go.
Thank you.
Sean works with us, and he also does a Walk on the Wild Side. This is his DJ business.
Great.
And so he does all sorts of things at weddings and other events. So he's going to be there with us, not only playing music, but doing announcements and engaging the office, the guests in various games.
Sure.
That we've not done the games before, so that's going to be something new, and maybe a little karaoke. We'll see if that works out.
Depends on how many mimosas, right?
Just a little different spin this year on some
Right.
things. Yep.
But the auction is a lot of fun. We have at least, if not more, $11,000 or $12,000 worth of auction items. It's huge.
Is that difficult to compile that many people to give you such great donations? That must be a year-round job.
We have a wonderful board of directors and a couple of other volunteers who go to the businesses all over the county, people that they know, that they buy from anyway, they engage with anyway, and they ask for the donations. So it's not just Crystal and I getting the donations, although we do that too.
Well, when you mentioned the silent auction, can anybody do the silent auction since it's online, or are you supposed to also participate in the Bubbly
no,
Brunch?
you can actually, if you can't make it that day, we encourage you to bid on the items. Now, for example, one of the hot items we're very excited about is we have an authenticated, signed Keon Coleman, excuse me, I guess I have to say the right name. Keon Coleman, he's a Buffalo Bill. Yeah. And we have one of his cleats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so
that's going to be a big one.
And when I was telling people about that in another venue, they were like, what?
How did you get that?
How did you get that? We asked.
Yeah, well, and they probably have tons of cleats lying around, right?
I don't know, but it's since he is quite a star, a rising star, we think that will go well, and that will be on the online auction as well as there at the event, because we will continue the online right there at the event.
And I've got to say, it's such a beautiful venue for it, too.
It's gorgeous.
I was not that long ago, but it's just perfect for an event like this.
Yeah, it works beautifully.
And everybody I was looking at the picture, everybody just seems to have such a great time when they're at Bubbly and Brunch. Aren't they?
Yeah,
They do.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
they
sure,
do.
for
And
sure.
and we put the games in for the people who may not want to do so much of the bidding on the auction items, but we've got some games that they can win some prizes. They can do the wine pull. We have gorgeous art. That's another thing we have beautiful art from area artists, as well as some wonderful pieces from a man by the name of Jim Dungate. He lives down near the Hudson River, and he is donating a number of pictures, which he has done the last 3 years in memory of his niece.
That's very nice.
Who was the daughter of one of our board members.
Okay.
And so we're very thrilled to have more of his paintings. He's known widely, so we're very pleased that he is donating, I believe it's six this year. Yep. So we're excited.
Well, in Bubbly and Brunch, we're talking about it Sunday, July 27th, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Doors open at 10:30 a.m. Pleasant Valley Wine Company. Do you ask the people buy tickets ahead of time?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no
Yes.
at the door, right?
None at the door. We've got to know how many brunches we're going
That's
to
what
be
I thought.
serving.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure, you know how people anymore, it seems like, are a little bit, wait to the last minute.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always my agita is waiting on the ticket sales every year. And
Yeah.
we usually sell out, but it's always, are we going to this year? Are we going to this year? So, and we're doing well. The board members all sell tickets as well, and we do. And we have a couple here today that, you know, maybe there's a way that you can tell people about it. They can call in for a ticket.
I will figure that out. What we'll do is, after this interview, I'll tell people how they can win. How about that?
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'll
you
come up with
figure
a
out
program.
how they can win.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Yes.
true.
Really excited. The first year that when I started at the Office for the Aging, I came just as a participant.
Yeah.
Last year, I worked as a staff member, you know, as a Full Circle America coordinator,
Yeah.
and just to see even the last couple of years from my experience of progression and the level of auction items and the level of sponsorship that we've received has
Yeah,
been
that's-
outstanding.
yeah.
It's the gratitude is, I can't even describe.
Do you find that people come back to you, that you don't have to seek them out like when you first started 5 years ago? Now it's almost, hey, don't forget me next year. I want to be a part of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Sure.
That's got to be
Oh,
very
yeah,
nice.
It's very rewarding.
Yes.
So it's a good cause, but it's a lot of fun as well. So we always try to emphasize that and have some good food and a nice drink or two, and, you know,
I can't think of a better Sunday.
yeah.
Bubbly and Brunch, Sunday, July 27th, 11 a.m. until 2. Now, you mentioned it goes to a good cause. Tell us about where the money goes to.
Okay, we use the money that we raise there for Full Circle America, which is our main project. That's our flagship project.
Yeah.
We do a lot of other little things too, but Full Circle America is the big thing that we're fundraising for. So Crystal is our coordinator, and she can tell a little bit about that.
So Full Circle America is in partnership with Dr. Teal out of the state of Maine. They have a staff of medical, a team that looks in on cameras. We install cameras that are passive. They don't pick up conversation or those kinds of things. But really, it's just to look in on the loved one, you know, to make sure that they're moving around about their day, you know, and that they're safe in their home. The beauty that about this program is that it really supports the caregiver. The caregiver piece is really, really huge. So, like myself, many still have to, you know, maintain employment, but, you know, we want to make sure that our loved one is safe at home.
Of course.
You know, and so through the use of an application that you can download on a phone or your computer, whatever, you can check in on your loved one and make sure that they're doing well, and then move on about your day. Maintain your employment. You know, some people still want to be able to travel. You know, they have other obligations, you know, but they still want to make sure that their loved one is safe, and, you know, the cameras are able to do that.
Yeah.
So it's through great discussion, you know, where we're placing those, you know, in the home, those kinds of things. So.
And then we make sure each home has an Amazon Echo show.
Okay.
So the person there can have an actual conference, a video conference with their loved one.
Yeah.
All voice activated, so Crystal does all the programming, so the member of Full Circle American can just say, call my son.
Yeah. Isn't that
Or
great?
call Dr. Teal.
Yeah.
Because they call medical help, whatever, however we've programmed it, they can call and get medical help, get their son or daughter to respond, whatever is needed. Or maybe it's just they want to sit down with their grandson who lives in Louisiana. I always use Louisiana. I'm not sure why. But the grandson
Sure
who
it's
lives in
happened.
Louisiana,
Yeah.
and they want to have lunch together. So grandson can be on his phone, and grandma is at home in Steuben County, and they can sit
Amazing.
and talk with each other and have a little lunch together.
What has the reaction been to this program for people that have been a part of it?
Very positive.
Yeah.
On all fronts. The person, we have people say, I'm not going to have any cameras in my house.
I'm sure that's
You
how it
know?
always starts.
Oh, yeah. But then they realize the benefit. They realize we're not going to just sit there and stare at them.
Right.
You know, that
Right.
it's done discreetly at certain times of the day. Nobody's going to watch them in a room that they shouldn't be watching them in.
Right.
And that it's going to relieve the caregiver of that stress and strain. Is mom okay? Maybe
Right.
mom's falling a lot.
Sure.
And they're constantly worrying at work. Well, they can just check their phone and they can see that mom's okay. And so, or they can have a little chat during the day. We've had situations where people have actually fallen And so
Okay.
they can call their son and say, I need help getting up. They don't, a lot of times people don't want the ambulance there because then it's going to result in, let's see, we got to go in the ER and we've got to have all these tests. And then maybe we'll need a night of observation and this and that. So
Right.
we try to bypass that if it's not necessary.
Of course.
And make sure that they're safe at the same time. So caregivers love it. I've had so many people say things like it's better than sliced bread, the old saying, right?
Yes, of course.
Or it's worth every cent you pay.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, because their incomes are lower,
Mm-hmm.
we fundraise with, and the United Way supports us, and
Wonderful.
the Bethesda Foundation, and so on and so forth. So we get a lot of community support, Bubbly and Brunch.
Of course.
And that helps to pay the fee to Dr. Teal and his staff. And they will do medical consultations, get the family to understand what's going on with their loved one. So there's a lot of benefits to it, to everyone.
How does someone participate? Because is there a waiting list? It sounds like something there would be a waiting list for.
Currently, we do not have a
Oh,
waiting
wow.
list.
Okay.
Right. Over the years, we've served 111. Currently, we have 28 as members, active members.
Yeah.
I think we've discussed we'll go up to like 35. You know, just so it's
about-
manageable.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm case.
She's it.
Well, that's what I assumed. Yeah, I
I'm the
figured
care
there was a
coordinator. But I
cap.
would say
Yeah.
though that I'm not just doing that alone. We do partner with a lot of other agencies to make sure that services are in place
Right.
that will support our senior to
Right.
remain at home if that's what they
Right.
wish to do.
And Office for Aging staff is very involved.
Absolutely.
Crystal speaks with them if home delivered meals are needed, if a lifeline personal emergency response button is needed,
Right.
if the family wants to talk about options, other types of options, she'll put them in touch with New York Connects, which is part of our office. So there's a lot of integration of this with the Office for Aging.
That's wonderful. And tell us a little bit, I know we've talked about it numerous times in the past, but tell us about the jobs that Steuben Senior Services Fund does in general, if people aren't familiar with the organization.
Well, we're mainly trying to build an awareness and a resource for aging in place. That's our main mission,
Right.
is empowering people to stay at home for as long as possible,
Yeah.
whatever that entails. We have some aging in place project in some rural townships, Urbana, Pulteney, Wayne, and then there's one in Woodhull, Jasper, Cameron, and Troopsburg. So we have those. We wish we could have more because
Yeah.
the seniors, I know from when I've spoken about them, the seniors would love them. Can't we have one here? Well, you have to have money to be able
Yeah,
to have
right.
them more places. So Crystal is the point person on those, as well as the Full Circle America Project. We do a lot with Sue Gruber and Creating Your Forever Home, and Mike Hurley out of Gerald's Pharmacy. We have been sponsoring seminars in various parts of the county so that people know what will help them stay at home. What can they do in their home as cost effectively as possible to be able to stay at home. So that's our main focus.
Yeah, what a great organization. That's why everybody
Thank
needs
you.
to support Bubbly and Brunch. Where can people go to get their tickets?
They can call the Office for the Aging, which is where we are located. The number is 607-664-2298, and order their tickets. We can also do them on Eventbrite. If they want to go to Eventbrite online, they can purchase their tickets there for a slight upcharge.
I found it by just searching Bubbly and Brunch, Steuben County. So that Eventbrite will come up right after that.
Oh,
if you Google
perfect.
search it. Yep.
I hadn't known that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
Because I love the caption, just to show you how much fun it is. Join us for a fun-filled morning of mimosas, delicious brunch, and good vibes at Bubbly and Brunch. I
Yeah.
like that. Is that what
Yeah.
you say it is? That's
Yeah,
a good
there
description.
you go. I like
Absolutely.
that.
We're
Yeah.
just really excited about the great selection of auction items this year. It's just,
And also, we're very excited that your very own mayor, Bill Boland,
Of
and his
course.
wife are our honorary co-chairs this year.
very nice.
So we're very happy to have them involved with us
Yes.
this year. And we just have such great support all over the county. It's
He's
wonderful.
so active, the mayor. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, this is his last year. This is the fun year, right?
Yeah,
He's
right.
happy. This is when he gets to do all the
Give it
stuff
up
he
for
wants
Bill.
to do. Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks so much for being on the show. Best of luck, of course, with Bubbly and Brunch coming up on Sunday, June 27th, 11 a.m. till 2. Everybody get their tickets now, and I'll tell everybody to make sure that they tune in, because after this, we're going to give you a chance to win a ticket, but you have to stay tuned. So thanks again for being on the show. Best of luck.
Thank you,
Thank you
Frank.
so much.
Appreciate
All right, let's
it.
do it again
Thank
soon.
you.
All right.
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
All right,
you.
we'll be right back with Frankly Speaking. Stay with us.